Okay, and Shavonda said people can have things and look good and have nothing inside and out.
Thank you. Exactly. I would rather inside and out be good, look good. People know fire's about love. You know, I was just told today that I got taken advantage of by people because I'm an easy target because I represent love. Then I was like, are you serious? Yeah. That's why even some men came to me because it's like, oh, well, she's a romantic. She just, you know, she's going to be nice. She's going to, you know, she looks fun. So I'm told I'm an easy target because I represent love and because I'm one that like, they think I'm la-la. They think I hate to say it, no pun intended to the blondes, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah. You know, they think I'm an airhead. You know, my, and then I was told that I was also. You were told a lot. Yeah, I know. I should be like.
Dang, I hurt my little feelings with JoJo.
But they do. I was even told by somebody I was like an underdog. That I was the underdog in Portland. That my music, I would never go nowhere. I would never be nobody. Nobody likes my music. And, you know, I'm told all this stuff. And I love it. Because watch me. Watch this shit.
I don't think you're underdog. I didn't call you. No, I never called you underdog.
No, but it was told to my face. No name's going to be mentioned. That they was calling me and was going to ask me to be a part of their team. And I asked them why. Why me? And they said, well, you know, because you're the underdog in Portland.
Well, Shavonda, I'm telling you, Shavonda been on it today. She said the first shall be last and the last shall be first.
Thank you.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Shavonda, you was killing it today.
She was ready.
I'm telling you, was ready. Like, I got some things to say, and I'm gonna say you preach it, girl.
I do appreciate that because it has been difficult. It's been challenging, and
but that's just one person's.
That is one person's opinion. But where did that person get it from? See, we say that's one person's opinion, and we shouldn't even give a damn anyway.
No.
But when you really think deep, that person, somebody said it. There's been a conversation. You know what I'm saying? So there's conversations I'm learning within actually these past 2 months on so many levels. The show that I got, all this type of stuff. It's like, oh, they put my name in the air. God's getting ready to bless me. Oh, I'm getting ready to be blessed.
Be blessed.
Oh my God, that's all I can say. I'm blessed in this city. We're blessed in the field. Hey, we're blessed when we come and when we go. We
cast down
every stronghold, sickness and poverty may cease. Cause the devil is defeated. We are blessed.
I don't know why I felt like I needed a sign.
We're blessed. We're blessed.
Shalonda said you're already blessed. So yeah.
Straight up.
You gotta walk in your blessings, and sometimes we're not in the right location. Just you know what I mean? Like I realize that because even like when I do my plays, and I people always go, "You're doing it the same time the church is doing it," and I'll be like, "Well, I'm not reaching those people that's going to the church. I'm reaching the people that aren't going to the church. There's too many people in Oregon for me to just be reaching." For that, where we are having conflicts. Like, you can go to California, you can go to New York, you can go to Atlanta, you can go all these places, and there's multiple plays going at the same time. Why is it when we're here and we're in the black community, and you're only reaching some men? I'm reaching everybody. I don't care what color you are, what race, nationality.
Or because one person has a show, you can't have a show because somebody else is having a show.
Because everybody's just going to go to that show. And I'm like, go to that show. I'm not against you going to that show. Then I want the people that are not going to that show, then they can come here. I want people who don't feel comfortable going to the church to come to my stuff. So it's just that learning. That's what I said. Yeah. Sometimes you got to go outside of your normal area. So I was just telling my son, I said, oh, there's an area that I think there's that is really cheap that I might try to look at to find to do my shows. And he was like, why are you doing that? You know, because ain't nobody going to travel out there. And I was like, I don't need them to travel out there to see my show. I just want to do a show so the people in that area could see my show and support my show. It's those things you just got to look differently than what you're looking at. But do I think you're an underdog? No, you're nowhere near an underdog. You make good music. I like your music. My kids like your music. And my thing is, that's what it is.
I had to even go look up the word. I was like, I'm an underdog? Yeah, but people in Portland think you're an underdog. And I was like, really? What was an underdog. First, I didn't even know if that was an insult or not. I didn't even know what it meant. I had to literally go and look the word up. And then I was like, oh, really?
Yeah.
Watch me.
Oh.
I got it.
You got to feel it now. Hey.
Yeah, because you know what? I think what I'm going to do is, don't be shocked. But fire fixing to come out on a whole nother level.
Ooh.
Yeah. See, I've been holding back of who I really am with my music. And who I want to be and who I want to sing, how I want to sing. And before I came into the religious world, I was an R&B artist. I first came to Portland playing with Parnell, Raynell, Cross Country Band, Streamline, Michael Belgium. You know, all these guys. That's who, nobody, y'all don't know me.
No, we don't.
But that's who I was when I first came here. I was with the bands. And then I got all into the religious field, and they persuaded me that I'm not supposed to sing that kind of music anymore, that I'm supposed to sing for the Lord. Now, guess what? I wasn't growing up in a church, so I don't know all those worship songs and stuff. So my music is kind of like, okay, so I'll try to do the hip-hop music like I like and try to put some enlightenment words with it. But y'all, that ain't really never been me. And some of you do like my music, but that's never really been 100% what I want to sing about.
Well, give it to me and I'll sing about it.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, since you didn't like it.
And before I leave this earth, now that I have turned 60 years old, and I feel like I'm seasoned, I feel sexy. Yeah, I've been reserved. I'm ready to come out. Fire's ready to just be herself on any level that I want to be. Now, I'm not going to do no WAP. Too old for WAP.
You never know. There's some old wops.
Not doing nothing like that.
There's
You know what I'm saying? But when I was looking
you old wops, go ahead. Don't let her shun you. Don't let her shun you. You want to be 70, 80, do a WAP. That's fine. This is, cannot shun you from being a WAP. You do what you got to do. She over here talking about something. She trying to make y'all feel like an underdog. You ain't no underdog.
No.
You WAP it.
It's not, that's not where I'm coming from.
I don't know.
I won't be, I can't get down there and can't get up all that water. Help!
And then you have some nice, handsome brothers with their shirt off, help pick you back up. And it'd be like, that's how you WAP. In the new generation, you WAP like that. That's what you do. But Devontae said, be free and be you. And then she said, fire, sexy seasoning.
That's it. That's it. That's sexy and seasoned. And that's what I am. And before I leave this earth, I'm going to explore my side. I'm going to allow that side. So I don't want all you Christians that know me in the religious field to be all shocked.
Well, if they ain't shocked with all the cussing you've been doing on here, then I don't know what the heck is wrong with them.
Well, don't watch me. I don't care.
You know what?
It's within me. It's just something I got to get out of me.
Yeah,
and once I cross that of being free, like I used to be,
like I said,
not feeling like I'm doing something wrong or sinful or bad. And so pray for me. Because
I think she's about to go wild. She is going to WAP. Watch. She going to WAP it. Her new song going to be called WAP It.
You heard my first song, Can I Have This Dance? I still got to do the video.
But that wasn't wild.
No, it wasn't. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to be singing about Lord, Lord, Jesus, Jesus.
Don't be saying it like it's a cuss word or something.
No.
You just say, Lord, Jesus.
No, what I'm saying, okay, so Amazing Grace. It's for a time for that. But me, that's not who I am. That's not the way I grew up and was raised. And they tried to condition me to be that kind of person, but I'm not that kind of person. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying.
I got what you were saying.
That's all I'm saying.
I was just saying, no, it's like Lord Jesus was a cuss word.
No, Lord is not a cuss word.
Saying.
But what I'm saying is that's how they told me. It's got to be everything about being the Lord.
But that's why I always tell people
I'm a person.
Is have a personal relationship with Christ, and He'll let Him guide you and direct you. Because when you do something somebody else tells you to do, you're not going to ever finish it correctly. So you might as well do what you're going to do. If it's sinful, if it's wrong, whatever, do it and ask God to help you stop doing it. But you doing it on your own is not going to be what helps you stop doing it. You need His help, and He will remove all that from you without even it bothering you. And that's it. And if it does bother, it might hurt for a little bit. It won't hurt for long.
Depending on what it is.
What it is. The only reason I said that is because my mom, when she stopped smoking weed back in the day, you know, she God made it where she was off work at at the time her husband wasn't drinking and everything, for her to actually leave weed alone. But she told me, and that's why I always tell my mom, she should always tell the story, because she always said, you know, when she was smoking weed, that she would read the Bible and say, if you don't want me to smoke this, you got to take it away from me because I can't do it. And so she didn't stop herself from doing it. He actually put it in plan for her to actually stop doing it. And I think sometimes when we become saved and stuff like that, we want to stop because this is what we're supposed to do. We're not supposed to do this. We're not supposed to do this. We're the same as somebody who is not saved. We're the same as we was before we got saved. The difference is I can ask God to forgive me of my sins and ask him, please, to take this away from me. I don't want to do it anymore. If you don't want me to. Because my mom said, I like smoking weed at the time. If you look at her now, you probably wouldn't even know she smoked weed. But she said, I like smoking weed. I like doing this. If you don't want me to do it, you're going to have to take it away from me because I like what I'm doing. And that's okay. And I know church makes you feel like that's not okay, but it's truly okay. Because if you don't do that, and you do it because of the church, so you can't do this, you can't do that, you're only going to last so long not doing resentful. It. And not only resentful, then when you do it, you get like crazy. It's like being on a diet. Okay, you can't eat this, you can't eat that. But then you don't eat it for a while. Then when you do eat it, you go crazy eating, overeat.
You overdo it.
And so you overdo the stuff that you're not supposed to do. That's not how it's supposed to go. If God doesn't want you to have it, ask him to remove it. Say, if you don't want me to do that, I like doing this. That's what I used to tell him. I like having sex. If you don't want me to have sex, you better take that sex feeling away. Because I like having sex.
No.
Yes, because he did. Because when I got married, before I got married,
but you still can have.
But I'm just saying.
What he did was gave you a husband. He didn't take it away, but gave you a husband where you can have it freely all you want, right?
You wasn't there.
No, I'm asking.
No, I said he took me away. You said no.
No. What I'm saying, when I said no, I don't mean no, he didn't take it away.
Oh, no,
I don't mean it that way. What I'm saying is he replaced it. You know what I'm saying? It's like not like just totally taking it away.
No, but he took it. No, he took the feeling and emotion away.
You didn't. Oh.
I did. So when me and Chris met, we didn't have sex at all.
Oh. And
then even after we got married, it was like 4 or 5 days. It was our honeymoon. We got sex. I told you that he said I couldn't go see Vegas until we had sex because it was off my mind. It was off my grid. Now, if you tell me not to have sex, I'll be having a problem because you know. But I'm just saying he can take it away because that was an issue. I would pray while I was getting ready to do it. Lord, if you don't want this to happen, you better do something. Make them have a lip dick or something.
Well, with me, as far as cannabis, it's not an issue. That's not something I prayed and asked to take away. You know, it helps me on so many areas. After I broke my neck, I was taking pharmaceuticals. Pharmaceuticals would put me to sleep. Also gave me suicidal attempts. Yes, they did. Even where the police had to come to my house and pull their guns out. It's like, if I have a suicide attempt off of your daggone Prozac and your meds that you're giving me, you know what I'm saying? And then you want to kill me? So I went back to cannabis and totally have had no psychological issues ever since then. But ever since I was on their Zoloft, see, the church was okay with me taking pharmaceuticals, killing myself, muscle relaxers, Zoloft, Prozac, Buspar. All that shit that drug, pharmacy, RX markets, all legal and allowed to have us to kill us. But when God gives us something on this planet, that is for us. He said all things are permissible, but not all things are profitable. So when you use something that you create, like they create their own teas, cannabis is a flower. They have made us think that it is something that is just bad, that we just made it illegal and made it bad. And it's something that is never, ever. It has been, you get jobs, you make clothes, you make food, you get your cannabinoids in your own system, lines up with the terpenes.
Are you mad? What happened to you?
I want to say this for a reason, because when you said that, when you were saying how your mom felt it, like told God to take it away. Back then, I remember going.
She didn't tell me to take it. She said, "If you don't want me to have it."
No. Okay, same thing. Okay, so I'm going somewhere with this. In other words,
but why you?
We have been made. No, I'm not. We have been made. We've been made to think that certain things are a sin and wrong. If we stop doing something because it's not good for our personal health, that's one thing. But if we're stopping something because a church told you it's wrong, or somebody else is telling you it's wrong and that you should take this, I had a straitjacket and guns pulled to my head because I stopped cannabis, and I did what the church was okay with taking pharmaceuticals, which would put suicidal attempts on me, which was wrong. I went back. My daughter said, Mom, go back to cannabis. See, I broke my neck. I'm a medical card patient. So for some of us, I'm an advocate. For some of us, when I hear people think that it's a sin and it's wrong, so I get to the point where I'll get a little defensive, because to me, God grew it. It's a plant. It's on this earth. It came out of the ground. And I just believe that everything other than poison oak and ivory, it has its purposes for medical purposes if we understand it and learn it and know how to use it. I don't think it was a sin. I don't think it's wrong. I never thought it was wrong. So I think that's what you're hearing from me, because as you were talking about, that was for, no, I'm doing that because so many that watching do believe that.
Well, I think a lot of people believe, the reason is believed that way, and this is, and I don't just put it on the church or anybody else. The reason is, I do put it on somebody. The reason is believed that way is because the government wanted to decide to make it illegal, to make it look like it was the Mexicans who got violent from smoking weed. That's how it got, because it never used to be illegal. They made it illegal during the I don't know which president it was, but during that president time. So that's that case of fact. But for my mother, I can say it wasn't no medical reason. She got high and she lived on high and she smoked weed 24 hours a day. That's how she was, and whatever a case may be. But it was illegal in there. Yeah, she got high.
I mean, it's illegal. A person that uses it, it does. I mean, I'm just
some people it slows you down. Some people speed you up. It depends on what it
does when it.
But you don't have as like right now. Come to me for advice about your family and friends, to your husband and your wife. I can tell you about mine and what's been applied. So stay tuned and buckle in for the ride.